Good evening. For 5 months now, we've heard from politicians and parents, campaigners and charity workers about knife crime in the capital and how to solve it. But what about the teenagers, even the children who are living through such violence every single day? Tonight, for a special report, our reporter Ria Chatterjee met 10, 11 to 18-year-olds to talk through their fears and their realities. She spoke to them about what they post and see online, what they think about the police, and why postcodes really can be a matter of life and death.
My name's Ryan. I'm 18.
Kayla, 11.
These young people are here to talk.
Sandra, 17.
Shakur, 11.
I'm ready, rolling, what pace?
About knife crime.
Olivia, 15. Tom, 12.
Paris, 14.
You'll hear their fears and hopes.
Onam, 15.
India, 17.
What it means to be living at the heart of a problem that doesn't seem to be going away.
Pia, 17.
11 teenagers murdered in London this year so far, 7 of them stabbed. I want to hear it from you guys. How do you feel about that?
You can't even go home by yourself no more. Like, your parents always calling you, checking up on you. It's like, who are you with? Where are you? What time are you going to be home? Like, question after question, because you don't know. Next minute, you could be alive. Next minute, you're dead.
Like, when school finishes, I just have to go home straight away. I don't hang around with, like, friends or nothing.
You just go straight home?
Yeah, just straight home.
And it makes you be like wary about certain areas to walk past. Like, say if I was just walking home or something, like there's a certain alleyway I just wouldn't walk down because not long ago someone got stabbed up my road as well.
Have any of you ever considered taking something out with you to protect yourself? Even just a fleeting thought?
So I would never ever want to stick something inside someone's body. It just makes me feel horrible.
It's just like, at the same time, even just carrying that knife alone, imagine you get stopped and searched. That's like 2 years of your life gone. Just for carrying that knife.
If you do this, what's your mum gonna do? What's gonna happen when a police officer comes home with your son in handcuffs saying your son's just gone and stabbed someone?
So that really hit home for you?
That hit home because just thinking of my mum now, just thinking of her, the face, the look she'll give me when she hears that I was carrying a knife, I've stabbed someone, that would just break me down. I wouldn't be able to do anything. I'm
hearing a lot when I'm going into communities, this word postcodes.
Last week it happened. I was just walking down the road. I was new to the area, I've never been there. Some guy came up to me, he was just like, where are you from? And I froze for a bit and he noticed that I froze. And I told him what area I was from. And next minute, he pulled out a knife, put it to my chest, and he said, come back here, simple, you're gone.
It's like, if you're not from ends, something's going to happen to you, but if you come to our ends, something's going to happen to you as well. So no matter who or where you go to, you just have that feeling that you're going to get hurt.
Say, for example, there were community groups that would bring in young people from different areas together. Would that work, or would it just be too tense?
So you could get someone from the south to come up to the north to socialise, and they may not know that there's people from the north there waiting for them to come, and they'd come unarmed, and then they'd leave in a body bag. It's like, if you do that, you're giving them the opportunity, you're giving them something, like a reason to hurt someone.
Obviously, knife crime has been a huge problem in London for decades, for a long time. Do you think social media now has just added that extra layer of complexity, has just made it more difficult to tackle?
Like, the worst thing about it is become normal for them to see something on social media about someone getting stabbed.
So once I was on my Instagram and a video popped up and it was like someone people fighting, but then someone had the knife in the back of their pocket, and then when they was losing they took it out and stabbed the other person. If someone's recording them, they want to look good for the camera, so they might not be like that in real life, but then if people watch the video and they think, oh wow, they're really good at fighting and stuff, they're going to want to meet up with them and try to add them.
Some people might even think it's entertaining, and that's disgusting, and because it's become the norm, it's like we just sit there, watch it, like it, comment.
Find it funny.
Yeah.
Like on Snapchat now you have like that map thing where you can see where people's locations are. Like I keep mine on ghosting because I like my life, you know.
You keep yours on what?
Ghosting. It's like ghost mode, so nobody can see where you are.
Track you down.
Yeah. I mean, mine's on ghost mode because I like my life. They say that they're going to put more police on the roads. Like, they said that last week. And every single day since I've walked out of my house, I've not seen one police at all.
That would make you feel safer, would it?
It would. It would. But then at the same time, it's like, don't say you're going to do something if you know for a fact you're not going to do it at all. And sometimes.
Police now, they go for stereotypes.
Yeah,
They'll search
that's
you
what I was saying.
because you look like something. And they won't, like, if you saw someone walking down the road, tracky, hoodie, the police would be like, yeah, I'm going to go search that person.
And if they stop and search more people instead of looking at the stereotypes, then they might have more success.
So if you don't trust the police to help, who do you trust to help?
The government.
Parents.
The government, not the government, because the government don't do nothing for us at all.
You feel like they just forget you?
They don't give us nothing.
What do you want from them, though?
They should at least have the decency to, like, stop cutting down youth clubs.
Come out to our community, see how it's like on a day-to-day basis, like, see how we get to and from school, see how we talk to each other, just live our life in a sense, because you can't relate until you've really been in our life. And until they get to the point, nothing's going to change until that happens.
Some of it has to be coming from the individual, the people who are caught up in this, the people who are choosing to get out a knife. Is that fair?
The main reason people go out and hurt other people is because you want to feel big. You want to feel, oh yeah, I'm brave enough to take someone's life. Don't mess with me. It's all about reputation.
Which you think is?
I think it's stupid. I think it's silly. If you're going to hurt someone or take someone's life even for reputation, you need to go back to primary school. You need to learn stuff again, because that's not right. It's just childish.
Indeed, let's hear more now from Ria. Look, you spent a lot of time with those children and teenagers. It was really depressing to hear what their daily lives are like now. What was the main message that they said to you?
Well, I spent about 2 hours all in all with those children, Nina, and what came across most was just how much they wanted to say and how passionate they were. And interestingly, as I've been going into communities over the last few months, that's the feedback that I've been getting from young people. Hear what we've got to say, give us a platform, let us speak, essentially.
OK, so we let them speak tonight. We've heard from the children, we've heard from the teenagers. What about the adults who are in charge of all this?
Well, politicians have been talking about this over the last few months, over the last few decades even. Obviously, Sajid Javid, our new Home Secretary, has got quite a task on his hands. He's responsible for policing, and we know that there have been huge cuts to the force. And obviously, there's this ongoing controversial debate about stop and search, so he'll have to juggle a lot of that. But at the moment, the big question, what do we do about violence on the streets in London, seems unanswerable. There was a shooting last night, for example, outside Queensbury Tube, which left one man dead and another in hospital. There haven't been any arrests on that one yet. So all in all, it feels like there's a lot to do. This is an uphill struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. Ria, thank you very much. Thank you.